The countdown is on from Milwaukee, Wisconsin at Fiserv Forum. The Hawks taking on the Bucks. For Atlanta, they'll face a tough battle against an equally hungry team to improve their record. But this could be the game that sparks them into a higher echelon. Bucks Hawks is next. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at Atlanta, solid start to the season so far, sitting in 6th place. And, of course, there's the Bucks. They find themselves in the 7th spot.
And right now for Atlanta, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The pairing up front, Johnson and Capella. Young is out there with Daniels. And it's Reza Shea in at the 3. And for the Bucks, the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Chris Middleton is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. Here in this stage of the season, Greg, what can struggling teams do to better themselves? Oh, what a play! Woo!
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
That's tipped. Here's Reza Shea. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Lillard with it. Takes a 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
Tell you what, doesn't matter whether he's on the move or standing still, Leonard is a flat-out laser shooter.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. Now, I talked with him about the challenges of guarding someone like Trae Young. Coach said, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to be on him. I told our guys, no separation. Of course, this defense will have to be very aggressive if they hope to stop Trae. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him with an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
The first one falls. Clark, what in the world is left for Giannis to accomplish at this point?
You know, Kevin, I don't know, quite honestly. I mean, perhaps more championships or MVPs. He's really done it all. Maybe a scoring title. But whatever he does from this point on, it's only going to add to what's been a Hall of Fame career.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Here's Reza Shea. Milwaukee with the rebound. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
Go Young. He had 22 points in the win against the Knicks in New York.
Just a threat to score off the dribble. Young is crafty at assessing the defense and exploiting it.
Lillard outside. And he... Oh!
Is Dame trying to get in the dunk contest? Looked like it on that incredible finish.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. The Hawks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Daniels. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Pass to Johnson. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. It's a 3-point game, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And you know, Giannis gets to the basket in a nanosecond. He feels like nobody can stop it.
For Atlanta, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, here's Johnson. Oh, he misses the dunk. Bucks leading by 5. The tray. And that's good. Chris Middleton for 3.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far. And if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to talk to his guys.
Checking out the numbers for Young. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so, averaging about 19 points, 13 assists, and 4 rebounds. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
To Rizichet. The Hawks working the ball around. Johnson outside. From outside the arc. Rebounded by the Bucks. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting. They'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
You know, such a selfless player. I love how Young stays consistent in how he involves his teammates.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Tell you what, early in the game, these kinds of plays can really set the tone.
And Atlanta has possession, trailing here by 8. Here is Daniels. Lopez covering. Young outside. Pass to Daniels. Lets it go with a 3. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists in the game. Antetokounmpo inside. Johnson on him. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Capella dishes to Young. Johnson sends the screen for Young. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. And Johnson with the stuff.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Three-pointer, Lillard. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, bully balling his way to the rack that time. Lopez with a great second effort.
The Hawks trail by 7. Pass to Daniels. Back to Young. Three-pointer. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Giannis against Johnson. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Young outside. Lopez with the block.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to swat down that attempt.
Uses the glass to finish the lane. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Bucks.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
And let's also give them some credit for running the break so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
Here is Daniels. Antetokounmpo defending. 5 to shoot. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And although he's smaller, Young willing to battle inside and shows you he can score through contact.
We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. I mean, you love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Trent comes in for Taurean Prince, and it's Jackson in for Lillard. That free throw good from Young. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Pass to Daniels. Back to Young. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
He's a high percentage scorer for a reason now. Capella, an alley-oop specialist.
Bucks leading by 12. For three, Middleton. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
To the paint. And Hunter with the jam.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
Back to Young. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Brook Lopez.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Green is checked in for Chris Middleton, trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And they should just stay with what they've been doing.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Giannis has got 18 points in the game.
What an exceptional start for him, draining 8 of his last 9 shots.
And Young kicks to Johnson. Pass to Hunter, and there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. And over the last few years, Clark, we have seen an explosion of talent from Canada.
Tell you what, you go back to the mid-2000s, Steve Nash is winning those back-to-back MVPs. That's certainly part of it, but I really think a generation of players picked up the game, seeing guys like Steve Nash, and then the influx of great Canadian collegiate players going on to NBA success has certainly continued to keep that pipeline going.
And that one's good. Hunter.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself in the position, and then was able to make the play.
Here's Buffkin, guarded by Jackson. For the three. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Misses from short range.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Bogdanovich passes to Johnson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
Yeah, and checking out the numbers for Antetokounmpo. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. And he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And the only way you average top 3 in points if you have that scorer's mentality. He knows he's the go-to guy. And everyone else knows it as well. Bucks leading by 14. Here's Jackson. The rebound by Johnson. Atlanta's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Pass to Hunter. Johnson, the pass to Okongwu. 6 on the shot clock. The Hawks again can't hit. Here's Milwaukee now. Here's Giannis. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Hunter on the wing. Okongwu with a screen on Green. Hunter no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team. And, you know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for him so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Pass to Bogdanovich. A minute 42 left in the first quarter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that Giannis. I love the Greek Freak, but I tell you, Kareem is my guy. I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say Giannis. I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem.
And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
There's Portis. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th assist in this one.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. 16-point lead. And the layup falls. Middleton's got 8.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Down low. Here's Ricochet. That shot misses. Great D that time for Middleton.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
The Hawks trail by 18. Here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Did you just see
Wow.
what I saw? I mean, that move was out of this world.
Executed, don't you think, to perfection, Greg. I mean, he had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped.
And finishes with force. Boy, you got to love that.
Here's Buffkin. Guarded by Jackson. Buffkin with the bucket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Milwaukee leading by 14. Shot on the wing. Okongwu grabs the board.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Now, here's Hunter. He's covered by Livingston. Okongwu a screen. Hunter, no one around him. His 3-pointers off the mark. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Bucks. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, we've seen the Bucks really take control here early.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Bobby Portis out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Gary Trent. Then there's Jackson, and it's Green in at the small forward. Here's Buffkin. And the rejection by Jackson. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Here's Rizeshe. Still yet to score. Connects from three-point range.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
Middleton. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Bucks lead by 13. Atlanta shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Hunter for 3. Good on the triple. Hunter's got 8 points.
They are definitely shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
And here's Trent outside. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Portis against Okongwu. The Hawks working the ball around. Back to Bogdanovich. Beyond the arc. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Middleton inside the three-point line. That one goes. Count it. Middleton's got 4 this quarter.
Middleton's so good under pressure. He's always composed and under control.
Pass to Hunter. Okongwu with the screen for Hunter. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Middleton can't get it to go. Stolen by Middleton. Outside, Green. Here's the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time. Bench players that contributed in last game, their bench came alive.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And here's Bogdanovich. He has 7. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Portis.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Middleton. And it's Rizeshe with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 13. And Rizeshe, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
Bogdanovich, no luck. Bucks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Takes the 13-footer, and Middleton the bucket on the assist by Trent. Middleton's got 14.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Nance is checked in for Jackson. And a change for the Hawks. Wallace is checked in. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. 15-point game. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. And Middleton with the block.
Middleton making his presence known on defense. Terrific block.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Atlanta making a switch here. Nance is checked in.
22, Larry Nance Jr.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Okongwu with a screen on Green. They get it back.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. Strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the last few years, we saw teams giving up bounties worth of draft picks and trades for star players. But with teams now possessing more roster spots to develop prospects, and about 3/4 of the tradable picks hoarded by just a third of the NBA's teams, we may not see so many picks given up moving forward. Kevin?
You're exactly right, David. Something certainly to keep an eye on. For three, Middleton, and another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Boy, that is a real weapon in Middleton's arsenal. I mean, when you hit a three on him, he wants that sweet revenge, and he's coming back at you.
And it's Shea missing. Milwaukee leading by 17. And here's Prince outside. Rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle. Here's Shea. That shot off the mark. Prince with the defensive effort. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. For three, Portis hits the three-point bomb. Portis has got 5 points so far.
Does not shoot many from out there, but Portis makes them at a decent clip.
Shea with it. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Bogdanovich wide open. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Clark, we know the Bucks are a veteran team that has now leveraged their assets to try to win now.
And the question is, Kevin, do they have enough? There's a point at which veteran becomes a nicer way or a euphemism for old, especially in today's NBA. That can be a problem for you. Prince can really elevate now. He plays much bigger than 6'7", and we just saw an example of that there.
Now, Shea pass to Bogdanovich. The Hawks working the ball around, looking to end the run, and Okongwu slams it in.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Damian Lillard comes in for Green. Then for the Hawks, Clint Capella comes in for Okongwu. Young is subbed in for Rizachet. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's Antetokounmpo. Look at that.
Oh, my goodness. Watch out. Another night we see Giannis at his best. This defense doesn't have a clue as to how to guard it.
The Hawks shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. On the wing, Nance. The three. Captain coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 6 assists now in the game.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Dame with a strong finish at the rim. Boy, can he pack a punch.
The Hawks trail by 21. Young passes to Hunter. Trying to find Capella. Gets it to him. And the dunk by Capella.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Milwaukee. 22 is their biggest lead. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Look at Lillard rising up there. Wow, didn't know you had that, Dame.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. 10 points for him. Pass to Capella. Young with the ball. Now Bogdanovich. Fires the three. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8. Shooting 50% so far.
And this is why Bogdanovich has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
The Hawks trail by 20. Here's Young. 7 points in the game. Hunter kicks to Nance. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Young passes to Hunter. Nance outside. And here's Bogdanovich for three. The shot's good on the assist by Nance. Bogdanovich has got 19 points.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
The Hawks trail by 16. Pass to Hunter. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Lots of room. The rebound by the Bucks.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. The Bucks making a switch here. Trent's checked in. And then for Atlanta, Jalen Johnson's checked in for Nance. Reza Shea is coming in for Hunter. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Bogdanovich. The Hawks trail by 18. And here's Young. 7 points in the game. Pass to Capella. Kicks it out to Johnson. From the arc. Giannis grabs the miss.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
The Hawks shooting 46% on their attempts in the second quarter. Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Superb anticipation on that rejection, and that'll allow them to stay on the lead if they keep defending like that.
Here's Reza Shea, defended by Prince. 4 on the shot clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Johnson's shot is off.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Basket counts. Giannis has got 32 points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And hard to miss the wide open man that time. Kudos to Young for finding it.
Milwaukee leading by 19 points. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Look out!
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Young with no one around. No good from outside.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
a chance to look at the numbers for Portis. He's one of the standouts over the last month. He's right around 13 points a night, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you can't downplay the importance of good size off the bench.
Space invader, a big guy who simply holds his ground and makes opponents work around him. That's good stuff.
Bucks leading by 21. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And Prince with the jam.
Boy, nice job that time by Prince to stay focused and not lose control of the shot despite drawing the foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
And guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
And that one misses.
You know, one of the things that makes Taurean Prince a real asset is that he embraces his role. It could be points, maybe it's boards. Whatever you want him to do, he pretty much can do it.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Pass to Young. Lob pass to Capella. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish that time. I mean, laying it up for the 2 points worked out just fine.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
1:07 left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Johnson. Launches it. Just 5 to shoot. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Driving to the basket.
And how about the power of Antetokounmpo? Dynamite whenever he takes it to the rim.
The Hawks shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. Daniels with it. On the wing, Johnson. A 3-ball. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Prince kicks to Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Not so unusual to see Lillard scoring in bunches like this, but he's on fire here.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Young fires away from outside. The rebound by the Bucks.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And it was maybe a step out of his range.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
No problems knocking that one down. Young's got 10 points.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Prince's shot is good.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
And so it's Milwaukee with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. The 3-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, guys. Taurean, what's been the key so far?
Ball movement, doing what we got to do defensively, competing, showing effort, and translating into offense.
That mix has worked really well so far, man. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
When I look at Milwaukee, they've been stuck in the middle tier. Not good enough to challenge for a chip, but not bad enough to get a high draft pick. They're really going to need their young guys to take a step forward in their development.
Shifting gears now, what a game we've seen from Giannis in that first half.
You aren't going to find as many superstars that give as much effort as Giannis. I mean, this guy's unbelievable. And when you pair that with his size and his skill, he's a generational talent.
His effort reminds me of an old teammate of yours, Jet. The Dream? That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Young with the ball. Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. The front court is Rizachet and Johnson. Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like a Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose.
Now that is some real industrial size strength right there.
Capella with a screen on Prince. Rizachet wide open. And the three off target. So it's the Bucks now. Middleton outside. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Middleton's got 19 points.
Out muscling the defenders, Middleton. Redesigning that interior.
Young against Lillard. Young's shot is good. Young's got 12 in the game.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Brook Lopez worth every penny as he secured a nice raise last season.
Are you kidding me? When it comes to stuffing the stat sheet, Antetokounmpo does it very well in just about every category. But his greatest strength is he's a dominant scorer.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Johnson outside. The basket good off the assist from Young. 12 points for him.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Here's Giannis. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. On the wing, Johnson. And it's sent back by Lopez. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. And a quick look at how Atlanta's schedule shaping up. On Thursday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Saturday, they'll be tipping off a homestand, starting with the Memphis Grizzlies.
And for the matchup with the Bulls, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
And it's Capella missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
The first free throw is good.
A solid passer and rebounder, but it's really scoring where Middleton shows up big. He can be just relentless on that end of the floor.
Middleton hits them both.
Boy, for me, it's really been fun watching the evolution of Chris Middleton. I mean, a rangy two-guard who can really stuff the stat sheet.
Now Young. 12 points for him. Going inside. That one drops for him. Young's got 14 points.
Carving through the defense with ease. I love watching Young slam on the Jets, pin knife inside.
Here's Giannis. A rebound by Young.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy two, the for sure two. No need to make it fancy and special.
In Atlanta again with the bucket.
And we tend to focus on the outside shooting with Young, but his in-between game is just as lethal.
Johnson against Giannis. Oh, my goodness.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Riza in the corner. Capella sets a screen for Riza. And that one's good. Daniels.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Here's Antetokounmpo. The rebound by Young. Atlanta's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And the dunk by Capella.
Boy, Capella doing a nice job being physical and getting those second-chance buckets to go. Coaches love that.
Lillard against Young. And Lillard throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
at some numbers for Middleton. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging about 7 points a game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And every team wants a scorer to give them a lift off the bench, and that's just what he brings.
Well, he's instant offense. I mean, the game's momentum can be going one way, then bam, his scoring turns the tide.
The Hawks have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Johnson outside. Pass to Young. Drives to the hoop, and he makes good on the layup. Young's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
And Giannis throws it down hard.
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
The Hawks have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Young passes to Johnson. Giannis with some nice D.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
Here's Middleton. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
You know, quite frankly, Middleton is the kind of guy that scores from all over the court. I mean, you just have to give him a little room so he can get his shot off, and he's typically knocking it down.
Here's Young. Good. Young's got 20 points.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Top 10 in field goal percentage. They know when to push the action and when to pull it back.
And GA, you mentioned it. What a season they've had from three-point range. They've got some pure shooters on this squad, and they don't hold them back. Here's Lillard. 20 points for him. Driving in. Somehow misses the two-handed jam. The Hawks have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Tipped away. Here's Middleton. Daniels with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Pass to Rizichet. Giannis with some nice D. And so it's Prince with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. Young against Middleton. Good, and a nice assist from Prince. Middleton's got 25 points. Atlanta has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. And here's Young from the arc. The rebound by Middleton. Middleton's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Prince's shot is good.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
The Bucks shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. Lillard attacking. Shot is good off the back rim and in. He's got 22.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot. It's definitely given the defenders something extra to think about.
And it's Capella missing. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Now here's Middleton. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. Here are the team leaders in steals. You need to play heads up against these squads. The Hawks second.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Middleton. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Green comes in for Taurean Prince. Trent's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Jackson in for Damian Lillard. And then for Atlanta, DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Daniels. And it's Bogdanovich in for Young. Middleton hits them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
They double him with Middleton. Outside, Bogdanovich. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Johnson's got 5 points now this quarter.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Goes up on the wing. Nice shot by Portis.
Boy, his teammates will feed off that bucket. Good looks there from Portis.
It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Inside, here's Trent. And it's Rizachet with the rebound. Rizachet's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Hunter. Capella trying to free himself up. And there's Hunter on the assist by Rizachet.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Portis, that one wide left. And for the Hawks, they're shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Here's Rizachet. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Rizachet has got 5 now.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Well, the Bucks shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. And the basket is good. 13 points in the game.
Hard not to love the energy Portis plays with. He's not letting inside contact stop him or derail him at all.
Bounce pass Bogdanovich to the inside. Here's Capella. Capella, great positioning on the putback.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Here's Middleton. And another basket for Milwaukee.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Rizachet. 5 points in the game. Outside, Bogdanovich. Capella with a screen on Jackson. Bogdanovich, no luck. And here's Middleton. He has 29. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Middleton's got 31.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Johnson outside, fires from deep, gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
Green against Hunter. Lets it go from the wing. Rebound by the Hawks. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight. And it's the Hawks' ball. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Portis. Trent with it, guarded by Hunter. Trent gets the bucket.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Reza Shea. And it's in there. Reza Shea's got 4 this quarter.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Bogdanovich against Jackson. Reza Shea with it. 7 points in the game. Hits it from three-point range. Reza Shea's got 10.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Trent can't hit. Atlanta's shooting an outstanding 55% from the field since the half. You know, their execution has been on point. Bogdanovich finds Johnson. To the paint. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And it's the Bucks on the break. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Bogdanovich.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
The Hawks shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Pass to Hunter. 59 seconds left to play in the third. The three. Rebound, Milwaukee. On the wing, Green. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Jackson misses. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Atlanta. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Hunter for 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Portis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Jackson against Capella. Here's Portis. That's short off the rim.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Pass to Reza Shea. Right wing. Here's Capella. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Bucks ahead, just dominating this one. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a two-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Bucks shooting has been out of this world, 74% from the field. So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Jackson is out there with Rollins. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Green, and it's Livingston in at the power forward. Nance, right side. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, this league is in good shape when you talk about guys like Nance. The consummate role player does everything that's asked of him.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Here's Buffkin, covered by Rollins. The three from Bogdanovich. Rollins grabs the board. Bogdanovich against Jackson. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And for the Hawks, they're shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Yeah, right. I don't know how much weight that carries.
Rollins with the bucket. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Bogdanovich looking around. Shot from the top of the key. Milwaukee with the rebound. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Here's Buffkin. From outside, off the mark. Buffkin's gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. Puts one up from 19. Portis can't get it to go.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a 3 yet after the tremendous first half he had.
Here's Livingston. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Rollins. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Here's Buffkin, covered by Rollins. Clark, the NBA has seen some iconic personal rivalries over the years. And I'm sure you remember most of them.
Yeah, I do, even those that I wasn't part of as a young basketball player growing up in Cleveland watching. But I read a lot about them, Wilt and Bill Russell, the Celtics and the Lakers and all of those great teams. Obviously, high school graduate of 1979, the Bird and Magic rivalry, easy answer for anybody around my age. And then you think about Isaiah Thomas, who was in my high school class, and then Michael Jordan. Those Pistons-Bulls rivalries were pretty intense and must-watch TV. So there have been a lot over the years.
Portis inside the three-point line. Rebound, Atlanta. Hunter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the middle. He's looking for Okongwu and finds him.
And nice dime from Hunter there. An unselfish player who knows how to look for his teammates.
Here's Rollins. Shoots. And again, the Bucks miss.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Down low. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Buffkin. The three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, you know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Here's Portis. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
Well, for over a decade, Clark, we've been in the player empowerment era. And it's generally been, I think, a positive for the NBA.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more in that regard. The players are the drivers of the league. They're the personalities. They're the visibility. They're the doers, the talented performers of a league that entertains globally. So they deserved more money and influence, and I think they've gotten both. Now, there are a few players that have kind of exploited that in a way that I don't think is most healthy by forcing trades, but I think it's a good thing overall.
And he makes both free throws. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Bogdanovich is checked in for the Hawks. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Denied. He sends it right off the glass. Bogdanovich with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Pure determination here, guys. A fourth quarter run that has them looking better and better as we get ready for the stretch run.
Clearly going to take a lot of work, no doubt about that, but it's not impossible. You need plays at both ends of the floor, and you got to have a bunch of them. A super high percentage shot there, you just can't allow him to get that close.
And it's the Hawks' ball. They're on a 15-6 run. And Young kicks to Daniels. We've seen the league, Clark, crack down on physical play more and more over time.
You know, I think in general that's a good trend and direction and change. The game was extremely physical and rugged in the early 80s and even into the early mid-90s. But things change, and I think the change is for the better. It's about player safety and protecting players. So I think it's a good thing overall.
Young against Trent. And Young kicks to Daniels. Drills it from outside.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
The Hawks have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Young finds Johnson. Back to Young. Capella with a screen on Johnson. Young. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's on Bobby Portis.
And Young, such a clever shooter. He makes sure to get himself a foul while putting up the shot.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bucks?
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
You know, something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
And it's become clear what a leader Young is on this team. He senses when they need an infusion of confidence and always tries to provide it.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis comes in for Pat Connaughton. Chris Middleton's checked in for Green. And it's DeLon Wright in for Johnson.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And here's Young from the arc. Sinks the triple. Young's got 28.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, I tell you what, it's been so much fun watching him do his thing out here. I mean, the game is looking effortless for him, and he's riding that wave of confidence and momentum, which has allowed him to completely take over and dominate.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands. This makes sense. It's a big change for the Banks, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leading.
Here's Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
That's serving it up on a platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Milwaukee leading by 20. It's stolen by Capella. Pass to Daniels. Here's Johnson, covered by Giannis. Here's Rizachet. No good on the three. And So Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
The Hawks trail by 20. Pass to Daniels. Back to Young. Fires for three. And he's good on the three ball. Young's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Hawks.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect him to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes him change plans.
Lillard misses. Hawks shooting 55% in the fourth. They are executing late. And Daniels up top, defended by Trent. Daniels dishes to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Young from the arc. Giannis grabs the miss. Giannis has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And it's Middleton penetrating. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And the quickness of Middleton on the drive is really remarkable. I mean, he gets to the bucket so fast.
Pass to Johnson. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Milwaukee on D. They have a 19-point lead. And that one's good. Daniels.
Boy, you can see the connection these guys have. They ran the play well. The defense had no idea how to deal with it.
Young against Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Watch out now. Lillard is smoking and looking to score every time he touches it.
Here's Young.
Personal foul. 13 foul. Shooting for Atlanta. Trae Young. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And something you like about Young is how he forces an opponent's hand. He makes you adapt and not the other way around.
And so Young nails them both.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
Now Daniels. Back to Young. Pass to Rizouche. Lock at 6. No good on the triple. Bucks leading by 19. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Here we go. That was something to see.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Now Daniels. And Clark, if you look at the NBA's draft combine, prospects now required to participate in drills and in other testing to be eligible for selection.
I like that, Kevin. I really do. I mean, it's part of being a professional. You can't just opt out of things because your agent says you should or you don't feel like it. This is a professional business, so there's...
That was a strong dunk.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
Hawks shooting fairly well in the fourth, around 48%. Young looking it over. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. The Bucks shooting very well right now, 52% in this fourth quarter. Shoots from 12, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Young outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Young's got 13 points in just this quarter. Lillard against Young. Tries it from 19. Lillard misses. Atlanta's shooting 47%, pretty solid.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Milwaukee.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And it's Capella missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. Jackson, he's checked in for Gary Trent. And it's Johnson in for Lillard. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Inside, here's Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Rizachet with it. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They get it again. Johnson gets the bucket.
I mean, he is just demoralizing his opponent right now on the backboard. They didn't want anything to do with him on that possession, almost like they were just giving up on the play.
I love his ability to carry his team for long stretches in games, and we're right now in one of those stretches. He's been doing this for a couple of games in a row now, so he's rolling.
Young against Johnson. Here's Rizachet. Johnson surveying the floor. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Giannis, a dominant performance. What is the level that this team is playing at?
It's amazing, man. I think the whole group, the whole team played hard. The whole team was ready. Everybody stepped up. And, you know, this is what makes an average team from a great team or a good team.
I know you guys are looking for great and not good. Congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
All right, DA, thanks again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.